Some of them you see.
It was nice to talk to you.
Great, thank you.
Hi, I'm Millie from the Western Way News. Yes, how are you, Pat? Good to see you.
Did you get out much for the yard sale?
I got a few pictures, but it was kind of a busy week with our big graduation section.
I want you. This is Millie Martin.
Hi, nice to meet you.
He's one of them. Tony is one of the most knowledgeable collectors of jars.
You can see all the guesswork I do putting tags on things.
Hey, that's important too.
Yeah. Why? Maybe it is. I don't really know.
The round ones, you see these ones in the crossings that you hardly ever see.
Yes.
Tony has been collecting since he was how old?
6.
10?
Oh, wow.
6.
Collecting something.
Okay.
Not necessarily real good stuff, but hey, we got.
You started with jars?
I quit collecting. I quit collecting soggy thumbs one day and went on to antiques the next. There wasn't much of a break in there. Yeah. Can't say here.
So when did you start with jars?
Jars? Oh, 1970, 71, right in there.
Vendors and shoppers from around the country descended upon Cambridge City and Mount Auburn on Saturday for the annual Jar and Antique Market at Huddleston Farmhouse. Some of the vendors came from states such as Florida, Oregon, Kentucky, and Michigan. Dave Eifler of Buchanan, Michigan, works in a bank, but enjoys selling jars as well. He described the Huddleston setting as perfect and fantastic. Vendor John Vandershow came from Bradenton, Florida for the show. All the nuts are here, he laughed. You get to run into the people who are as addicted as we are. Daryl Zink of New Salisbury, Indiana, was able to seek information about a jar from expert Doug Laybourne, the author of Red Book No. 12, The Collector's Guide to Old Fruit Jars. National attention has helped the Cambridge City show grow.
So you want the Western Way?
Yes,
You're in Centerville.
no, we're from Connorsville. We're just supporting our grandkid.
Oh, yeah. Well, you got to see their pictures in the paper. Okay, what name would you like that?
We're out of there.
We appreciate it. Hopefully we'll have some pictures or something about grandkids at some point. It's always fun to look for.
Yes.
Take those. We also do a Hagerstown paper. Take those,
okay.
see what you think.
All right.
Like how thank you. Thanks for having me. Enjoy the festival. Jeff, are you happy with our local newspapers? Happy with our local newspapers? You can take a picture copy.
Something like that. That's way too long.
If you've got room for it, that would be the way you should, I guess.
Well, that's way too long, but I'm...
I would say something like before Wayne County gathers input from Hagerstown.
If we could somehow kind of put those two together, I think that would be good.
Give it a little bit more thought.
Joe, what else do you have done?
Well, let's see. 3, 4, 8, 10, 11, I think 12.
Dan, that's a good article about the junior high volleyball.
Thanks. I'm always reluctant to do that because then I expect it. I can't do that for every match, but it is a different world.
Five-time state champion Wapahani came to Robert E. Clark Gymnasium to tackle the high-flying Hagerstown Tigers. The match drew a large vocal crowd and the atmosphere was electric. Volleyball is a game of runs and Wapahani put together most of them. The tone for the match was set in the first set. Hagerstown drew first blood, but neither team could build an early advantage. The set was a seesaw battle that was tied at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and finally at 8 before the Raiders went on a 4-0 run to take a 12-8 lead and force a Hagerstown timeout. The match appeared to be over before the Tigers finally made a stand. The Tigers put together an improbable run to tie the set before the Raiders scored back-to-back to win 27-25. It was a crushing blow to Hagerstown and swung the momentum back to the Raiders. 2 was tied at 4-4 and 6-6 before the Raiders steadily pulled away to win 25-13. The young Raider defense was impressive, digging Tiger kill attempts that few teams could handle. Raiders closed out the set 25-21 to complete the sweep.
Obviously, we're disappointed. We wanted to play better.
The never-nervous Raiders played nearly flawless defense and were the aggressors most of the night.
And my door won't open unless, Jonah, you have the magic touch, because I couldn't make it out. All right. Which one of these do you need, Jonah? The top one or the bottom one? Top, right?
I need the bottom.
You need the bottom?
Where it says delivered. That's
Morning. Some of them didn't get wrapped very well. Oh, yeah, obviously that's one of them.
Mine too.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Come on there, door. Before we start packing. You go ahead and do 40. I'll watch. I talked to this sports writer from northern Indiana. He said, what do you see as the disadvantage to working for a small town paper?
Oh, yeah.
I said, well, I guess the biggest disadvantage is over time, you live and die with the success or failure of the team you're covering because you get to know all the kids and all the parents. Mm-hmm. And he said, I'll never forget what he said. Sir, that is not a disadvantage. And I thought about that on the way home, and he's right. That is not a disadvantage.
She can schmooze her way through, I guess is what I want to say.
That's a very good life skill.
Philadelphia.